In this tutorial, we will see how we can calculate NDWI in ArcGIS Pro using Google Earth Engine easily, and then extract water body from that NDWI image and export it as a shapefile. Manually digitizing a large water body is a nightmare. It's quite difficult and it takes a lot of time. But using Google Earth Engine, you do not need to download any satellite image. Using Google Earth Engine and GMap, you can manually draw your region of interest and then filter satellite images like Sentinel-2 or Landsat, and then calculate NDWI. And from NDWI, you can extract water body and export as shapefile within minutes. Let's see how to do it. First, let's remove these two layers. Now go to Insert, and from New Notebook, create a new notebook, or you can go to Analysis and Python Notebook. Either one will work. Let's click this, and then it will create a new notebook. Here we can write our code. We can add cells as we want. Since we have already one notebook here, let's close this and go to this notebook. I have already made the code. I'll share this code with you so that you can easily copy and paste and use it. Before using this, you need to install Google Earth Engine and GMap package in ArcGIS Pro. I will share the complete setup video with you so that you can easily follow along. Now let's go to the code. In the first cell, we will import Earth Engine and GMap package and then authenticate and initialize. Let's run this cell. Earth Engine and GMap package has been imported. Now we will make a map using GMap package, and then in that map we will draw our region of interest. Let's run this cell. We can see the GMap base map. Let's turn on the satellite base map. For that, go to this toolbar and then change base map. Let's select satellite. Now zoom to your area of interest. We wanna calculate this water body. To draw a rectangle, click this draw a rectangle button and draw the rectangle. Now go to the next cell. In this cell, we will read the ROI as a feature collection. It will take the coordinate of our last drawn feature. Let's run this. Okay, it's done. Now in the next cell, first we will load and filter Landsat 8 and filter bounds with our ROI, and then we will filter by date of 2024 full year, and we will only use which has cloud coverage less than 10. And finally we will make the median composite image of this dataset and then clip to our ROI. Next we will calculate the Normalized Difference Water Index NDWI from this median composite image. The formula of NDWI is green band minus near infrared band divided by green band plus near infrared band. For Landsat 8 image, green band is B3 and near infrared band is B5. Since we used surface reflectance image, so band name is SR underscore B3, and for near infrared it is SR underscore B5. Then we are going to use a Earth Engine function called Normalized Difference, which will automatically calculate the normalized difference of the bands we will pass, and then rename that as NDWI. Finally, we will visualize the NDWI image and add to our map. Let's run this code. and see the NDWI image. Whatever is bluish or whitish in this image is water body, and other red and other things, other colors are other things, not water. Now if we want to see the pixel value of water body here, we can select this inspector and then click on the image. We can see here the NDWI value is 0.03, 0.03 in this side, it's 0.02, here is 0.01. So we can say that anything greater than 0 is water. So we can filter using this value. In the next cell we will use this filter. First we wanna make the water mask, and for that we use NDWI dot GT means greater than 0 and self mask. Dot GT 0. Previously we used 0.2, let's make it 0. So GT0 creates a binary image, 1 for water and 0 for non-water. And using self mask we will only keep the water pixel and remove the other pixel which is 0, that is non-water. And then those pixels should be reduced to vector because those are raster pixels. We need to make it vector to convert it to shapefile. We use watermask dot reduce to vector function. Here we pass our geometry and then geometry type polygon. Scale for Landsat image we used scale 30, and 8 connectedness false, it creates precise boundary taking account only 4 connected pixels, and max pixels, how many pixels can it process. Make it large so that it can process maximum pixels, that is 1E13. And then we will add that water body to our map. Let's run this cell. When Gmap adds these layers in our map, it also add the same layer in the map. Now you can see that we already have the water layer as a vector file. Now let's export it as a shapefile. For that we will use Gmap's EE to SHP function. It only takes your vector file and you need to pass the file name. That's it. It will automatically save it to the location you will set. Let's run this. Okay, it's done. Now we will go to map and remove these layers which are coming from the server, Google Earth Engine server. Let's remove this and go to catalog. In our downloads folder, if we refresh, we will see our exported shapefile is here. Let's bring it to our project, and we can see that now our converted water body shapefile is ready. If you already have connected Google Earth Engine with your ArcGIS Pro, then you can extract this water body less than 1 minute. It's pretty easy and convenient. Thanks for watching.